in the Nationals, and it's next. Time for baseball now on the show, as you get a look there at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Phillies and the East-leading Washington Nationals. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, you see, we're even at a game apiece. Yesterday afternoon's game was a fun one to watch, and I think this one should be equally entertaining.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies, as their order will read like this. They'll match up here against a guy who's really come into his own, the right-hander Jordan Zimmerman. Austin Jackson will head for the box as we are just about ready to get things going today. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball.
First pitch, 135.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. And now a jump throw against his body. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game. So the leadoff man on here for the Phillies to start their half of the first. And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. Therefore, it is worth one away. Dominic Brown will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play fourth in the National League in round trippers. Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only one away.
Yeah, that was always going to be a tough play right there. This gets on him so quick. If he finds a way to snare it, then it's going to be a double play. Instead, they've got something going now with two men on.
Ryan Howard will stand in, and he's certainly a dangerous man up there, currently second in the National League in RBIs. And this is low, but it's corralled quickly, and both runners will have to hang on. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Hairston is there, two gone. So both runners able to move up a base, second and third now with two gone.
Batting fifth, right fielder
Marlon Byrd will dig in, currently fifth in the National League in batting to begin play. Now here's the first pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And this ball is gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. Number 35 now on the season. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Well, he worked himself into trouble out there right off the bat. He had to go through the heart of the order with guys on base. And now the next thing you know, he's already down 3-0 before he gets out of the first.
Elliott Johnson will stand in for the first time here.
Second baseman, Elliott Johnson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Nothing going right for him early on. It almost looks like he's trying to aim everything, and it's just not happening so far.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Harper is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. Home half of the first coming up here at Nationals Park. It's now 3-0 Philadelphia. Starting lineup for Washington looks like this. And their matchup will be a tough one as they're set to face the former Cy Young Award winner, right-hander Jake Peavy. Ian Desmond will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. In the air to right center. Under it is Bird as he takes it for out number 1. Jason Worth will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line in right. Therefore, it is Bird now as he's got it for out number 2.
Oh, no!
Yeah, a couple of flyouts here to start the home first. I think he'd rather see a few more balls on the ground going forward, but I'm sure he'll take the 2 easy outs.
Bryce Harper is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Carlos Ruiz will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Harper is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. The ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Kobayashi comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a 1-0. Now he goes the other way with a fastball, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And gone! A home run! Kobayashi with a solo home run. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
You know, it's just not that often that you're going to beat a guy like this around the yard the way they've done so far. I mean, he came into this game with an ERA in the 2s, but it's going to get up there after this shellacking.
Jake Peavy will take his first cuts of the ball game here. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Desmond is there to put it away for out number 2.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Austin Jackson will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Hairston is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. One for the Phillies on the homer from Kobayashi. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 4-0 Philadelphia. Albert Pujols will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. A solo shot for Albert Pujols. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now. Ryan Zimmerman will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. 413 feet, the estimate on that last home run. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And this is on the ground to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting 6th, catcher
Wilson Ramos will stand in, and it was his home run that, remember, was the only run they could muster in yesterday's ball game. Here's a check swing and a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. And this will be taken in by Brown as he's got it for the second out. Scott Hairston will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Another 0-2 coming. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Fouled back. 2 out, nobody on. Here comes another 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Bird is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now a 4-1 game. Jimmy Rollins is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Leading off for the Phillies, shortstop Jimmy Rollins.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Dominic Brown will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies down on just 4 pitches, but they lead it 4-1. Danny Espinoza makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Danny
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single. Jordan Zimmerman will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Rollins.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is bunted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Ian Desmond will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. And he gets on top of this one and sends it on the ground to short. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, I think if we were playing tennis, you'd call this one an unforced error. This is fairly routine out to short. I'm not sure what would have caused him to throw so wildly, but you can see the first baseman.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The throw home. The tag from Ruiz, and he is nailed at the plate.
Yeah, and you just have to know your outfield arms out there, especially out in right field. You can see him chugging around third base. He knew it was going to be close, and a good throw here is going to nail him trying to score.
Bryce Harper will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Circle change, too low, ball 1.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Back to the changeup, but this one finds the target for strike 1. Sticking with the soft stuff here as this misses. It's 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
And this is swung on and bounced to Rollins at short. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. Nats leave a pair, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Marlon Byrd will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Right fielder, Marlon Byrd.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Zimmerman is under it to put it away, and it's a quick 1 pitch out to begin the fourth.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Elliott Johnson will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. First pitch coming. And this is fouled back and out of play. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And this ball will be chopped foul. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th. Carlos Ruiz will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall, and with that, the side is retired. Phillies down in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Albert Pujols will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Grounded to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring forward the power-hitting third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he gets under this one just a bit as it'll be a chance for Jackson in center. And he's got it for out number 2. Wilson Ramos will try it again. He flew out his first time. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Boy, that's almost like taking an overhand right from the champ right there. He couldn't even think about pulling the trigger that time.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Comes with the cutter, but this is hit high in the air out to left field. Brown is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Boy, and a nice inning on the mound for Jake Peavy. He'll go back to the dugout leading 4-1. Cody Ashe will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Jake Peavy will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And his 0-2 is bounced on the ground to third. Up with the ball is Zimmerman, and a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
And you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now. He's retired.
Austin Jackson is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
1-1 pitch on the way. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Dives and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning? Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Scott Hairston will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
Center fielder,
Here's PV back to work now as Jake gets ahead here with a good pitch. It's 0-1. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 13 for him on the year, and the Nationals are right back in it. It's now a 4-2 score. Danny Espinoza will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Danny Espinoza.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Jordan Zimmerman will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. First pitch coming. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
And he misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. Yeah, I tell you, though, complaining like that, only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Ian Desmond stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Hit hard to the right side. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nats draw just a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-2. Jimmy Rollins will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Swinging on the first pitch as the inning gets underway with a chopper to first. And Pujols will simply step on first to record the out.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this is into the bleachers in left, a home run. A solo home run for Dominic Brown, number 33 on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
This is going to be a fastball here, and it's on the outside third of the plate. But look at him just reach those arms out, stay back, and drive this thing the other way. Now, this didn't stay fair by much, but if you can keep them fair right down the foul lines, you don't have to hit them 400 feet.
Ryan Howard will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
On to first, and the shift pays off there as Howard is retired for the second out.
The right fielder, number 3.
Marlon Byrd will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Fouled back. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Lined hard to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Chop fouled off to the left, still 2 strikes. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Phillies get one on the home run by Dominic Brown. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 5-2 Philadelphia. Jason Worth will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Now a line drive fair over the head of the third baseman Ashe and down toward the corner. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, he had to be sitting on this pitch because he was all over it. This is a curveball, not really a terrible one either, but he guessed right and he yanks this ball right.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Yeah, you know, as a pitcher, sometimes you can just say, hey, that one got away from me, it slipped. But I think that one would be a tough claim to make. This one definitely doesn't pass the eye test for me. And I'm a little bit surprised that the home plate umpire's letting that thing go.
Albert Pujols will step in now in a big spot here with runners on.
And keep in mind, he's got a home run here already. If he gets a hold of another one, he could tie up this ball game.
And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
With 2 on already, sooner or later, you got to come in with something.
And the more pitches he throws, the more likely it is that this guy's going to be sitting on it.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And this is knocked down on the mound. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
And this one will go down as an infield single, and a pretty painful one at that. It looks like he's all right out there, but things are getting worse for him now as this thing's going to load the bases.
Ryan Zimmerman will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. he's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
And this has been one of this guy's hallmarks all year long. When he gets into a little bit of hot water, he never loses his cool. And it's why he's on that short list of Cy Young candidates this year. And he comes in with a big strikeout right there.
Wilson Ramos is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Well, I'll tell you, that bat is just miserable. I mean, I think the bat finally just said, look, I've had enough.
Scott Hairston will step in. He homered his last time around. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0.
Can't afford to get overconfident on the mound. You've got 2 of the 3 outs you need here, but this is still a very dangerous hitter. You're not out of the woods yet.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's the 2-2 home. He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Howard is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Back here at Nationals Park, it's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Drew Storen will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Damian Chapman will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Elliott Johnson will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Second baseman, Elliott Johnson.
That's hard hit back up the middle. And, that drilled him pretty good as the ball squirts off toward third. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Carlos Ruiz will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Here's the first offering. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. 5 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far.
Come on, Matt.
Here's Desmond now at short. And a wild throw there as he tried for the backhand, but it got right by him. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his mitt on it, so there is no advance on the play.
Yeah, a good effort there at first. Here's the stretch on show motion. The throw to the right field side of the bag, and you see him swing that left leg all the way around and try and backhand this thing, and it winds up hopping right over the top of his glove.
Cody Ashe will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball here to get himself off the hook.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now a ball hit back up the middle. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Phillies go down quietly there, and it remains 5-2. Danny Espinoza will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here's Peavy back to work now as Jake gets ahead here with a good pitch. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Damian Chapman will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ball game, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And this will be fouled away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Totals to this point for Jake: 2 earned runs, 6 in the 3rd inning so far. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the 2nd out.
Only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
Ian Desmond will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And Jackson will slide over to make the grab here, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail 5-2. Jake Peavy will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Philadelphia, veteran Jake Peavy.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed by Peavy, so he won't help his cause with the bat. 1 away. Austin Jackson will get another shot after he was robbed of a hit on a gorgeous play his last time. First pitch on the way. Fouled straight back.
Come on down, Nate.
Here's Desmond now at short. To his left, he's there on the first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. 2 gone, and Jimmy Rollins will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now a slider hit pretty well, but he might have got under it just a bit as this is out toward deep center. Chapman will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're still out in front. Jason Worth will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Under it is Bird as he takes it for out number 1.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 1 out. And that's how you want to start an inning when you're already over 90 pitches for the ballgame.
Bryce Harper will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. And Peavy starts him with a changeup, 0-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. And they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And this is past him at third, down the line. It's a fair ball.
Well, just a good job of going with the pitch there. You see it's on the outside part of the plate, and with the bases empty, that third baseman's a good 15 to 20 feet off the line. So this is not much more than a routine ground ball, but he's got no shot at getting to it.
Albert Pujols stands in as he looks at a called strike. Danger here as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
Normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack, they've stuck to it, and they've gotten good results.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nationals leave 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. Dominic Brown will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
First pitch coming. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit.
And I have no idea how this ball doesn't end up being a base hit. This seemed destined for center field, but look at the effort there at full stretch to bring this ball in. We may go a whole month without seeing a better play than that one.
Marlon Byrd will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Line hard into left. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Elliott Johnson will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. First offering on the way. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Worth is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Nothing in the Philadelphia ninth. One last shot coming up for the Nats. They're down here 5-2. Wilson Ramos will start it off here in their half of the ninth, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and oh man, that caught him pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, Drew Storen.
And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Adam LaRoche will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And a fastball just misses for ball one.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only one walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Boy, that's some movement out there on the mound. You see that as a righty, he'll naturally fall off a bit to the first base side of the mound, and he just uses that momentum to field this thing on the run and do it all himself.
Danny Espinoza will stand in as their last chance now. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Throw on to first, he'll take care of him, and the Phillies have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
And the big bat for the Phillies this afternoon belonged to this fella, Marlon Byrd. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
Our final line score this afternoon, first for the victory.